I had the opportunity to play Infinity Nikki for over a week, and I put about 20 hours into the game, so I can finally tell you what this game is and what it isn't. And the really interesting part here is definitely what is this game? Because you see the trailers, and if you haven't played the previous one, like me, then you only see the trailers and you think, wait, is this a cozy game? Is this a walking simulator? Is this a farm sim? Like, what is this game exactly? Something about dresses. And the moment you are playing it, there is a lot of going on in this game. And you are starting out with the story. There is quite a bit of cutscenes, and you talk to tons of NPCs. By the way, it's fully voice acted. The voice acting is actually really good. I like the voices. I'm pretty sure I have heard those people in other games before. I cannot really put my finger on it, but the voices are really recognizable and they are great. They are completely fitting into the world. But what I have to say is when it comes to the story, you immediately realize, whoa, wait a second. This is some Kingdom Hearts shit here, right? Like this is Kingdom Hearts craziness. They even Heartless you are fighting. They're not called Heartless. They're called something else. But they look like Heartless in the Kingdom Hearts series when they have costumes on and all that. And so you have to fight them. And again, there is like this whole story with different dimensions, with different worlds. You are jumping through them. You are trying to find the keyhole. Sorry, the legendary dresses of this world. And again, like I'm pretty sure the developers played Kingdom Hearts in the past and they said, yes, we like that, whatever this is story wise, and we put that in our game to a certain degree. So I definitely enjoy that. Again, like the NPCs are really interesting. There's some really cool creatures you are meeting in the game. The two main characters, Nikki and Momo, are fantastic. By the way, Momo is the gremlin in this relationship, which is the little cat. And I'm just at some point I'm expecting that they will be in a situation where Momo goes, yeah, don't threat Nikki. I grew up in a very tough neighborhood, and he draws a 9 millimeter or something like that. Like he is that type of character, and it is fantastic. I just love Momo. He is a complete gremlin, and yeah, he fits perfectly into it. But also the other NPCs are really great. The music is good. I really enjoyed the music and I had definitely my fun with it. Now, let's talk about the gameplay. And this is where it becomes absolutely interesting because this game is an RPG. There are whole RPG mechanics like classes, abilities, talent trees, stats in this game. And then it's also a gacha game. And before you're panicking and before you're turning off the videos because, ew, gacha games like Genshin Impact, I'm out. No, no, no. You should listen to me here because it is not like Genshin Impact in what they are offering you. And that makes it so much more enjoyable because you never have the feeling of, oh, how can I use this character in my group? How can I use this for my gameplay? How will this push me further and all that? Right? They are doing actually an interesting thing here, but we will talk about that in a minute. Let's go back to the gameplay. Gameplay, as I said, you're running through the world. You have a talent tree where you are unlocking more dresses. The dresses are your classes, so to speak, or, well, technically the different keyblades from Kingdom Hearts, which are coming with their own stats and they also come with their own abilities. And yes, as I said, there is fighting in the game. You have health. That means you can be knocked out. You have some hearts, and when the hearts are depleted, you are out. And but to make it very clear, this ain't a Genshin Impact. This is not a fighting game. Like, yes, there is fighting, but if I would have to put this into perspective, like in 2 hours of gameplay, you would probably have like 3 fights. If you were not searching specifically for fights, maybe you would crank it up to 4 to 5 fights in 2 hours. Like, fighting is not the center stage of this game. What this game is doing instead is it wants you to explore. It wants you to play tons of mini games. There are tons of like little contests you can participate in, like driving, jumping. There are jumping puzzles. I love the jumping puzzles. They're fantastic. Like sometimes they are super easy. Like the first jumping puzzles you will find are like whatever, and then a little bit later, some of those jumping puzzles become actually quite difficult, and you have to think a little bit. And I love that. So they really want you to enjoy the world, to use your abilities. Like you can also do fishing, you can clean animals, and then they give you items which you can then use for crafting your clothes, because it's not just dresses, right? Let's talk about the clothes here. It's not just about dresses. There are tons of different clothes, and they all have a star rating, like in gacha games, right? But they are also coming with stats. And a lot of the dresses you unlock through the talent tree is they come with abilities, right? And you then have to use those dresses, those stats, and the points you are getting to, well, like in an RPG, make your character stronger, more capable, not necessarily stronger, but more capable, and push to the next thing, which leads us to the gacha mechanic. Let's talk about gacha here. You can see the gacha, by the way, and all the menus and stuff in the background. But what's really, really important to note is that none of the closes you are unlocking through the gacha mechanics give you any advantage. They don't give you an ability, they don't give you mega stats, right? Like, you do technically not need the closes you will go getting there. And that's super important. But let's start at the beginning. Like in every gacha game, you have two currencies and basically two events going on. The one is permanent, where you can use one currency, and then there's a timed event where you use another currency, and that one is much more rare. And then you can get something really cool out of it, like the butterfly costume here you were seeing in the background. And that's fantastic. But as I said, this butterfly costume is not giving you anything besides of, well, having a butterfly costume. It doesn't give you any specific abilities. And yes, even though it comes with stats, those stats are for costume contests. So they're NPCs you can go to and just say, rate my outfit. And so far, every time I have been doing it, I always got the perfect score with the outfits I crafted myself through the game. Right, I didn't use a single gacha items, not gacha, gacha item in the game for this. So you don't even need that. So what they are really doing with the gacha mechanics is it's costumes, it's skins. They are selling you skins, and they are also relatively light on you have to log in every day mechanics, right? When you look at the Hoyoverse games, they are just a lot of mechanics which basically force you to log in every day or every second day, or you will fall behind, or you will lose out on something. Yes, there are dailies in this game, and they are important for like the XP and stuff you're getting, but the crafting materials, all the stuff you really need to even create those outfits, you are just getting by playing the game, and you are not timed, right? There is nothing where the game is like, oh, well, you have done your 5 dailies today. You have done this dungeon. Um, come back tomorrow, same time, same thing, so you can actually farm some resources. Like where I sometimes felt with the Hoyoverse games that, well, it's work at some point. I, at least at this point, never felt that with Infinity Nikki, because like all the costumes are just cosmetics, right? And the things I'm getting is by just exploring the world. And I find that they did a fantastic job with that. Now, with that said, I have to play it more. I would definitely put some hours into the beta. By the way, if you want to check it out, we will also stream the beta here. We already did a stream when you see this video, because I'm not allowed to post this video before the stream. A bit weird. Um, but we would definitely check it out more, and then there will be a bigger preview or even a review when we are getting closer to the game. But again, I felt really cozy in the game. I really enjoyed this game to just kick back, relax. There's no stress. There's no, hey, you really need to do this or you're missing out on it today. And that was really fun, right? So I wanna see more of this, and I'm definitely interested. So with that said, thank you so much for watching. Please, if you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like and maybe even subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Infinity Nikki videos and also RPG videos and survivor games we are focusing on here in the channel. With that said, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.